Ooh, on the Union Comedy, give yourself a big round of applause for coming out tonight. Let's get the party started, please. On the stage, Magic the Gathering.
Hey! Alright, hi everybody. Keep it going for Pat in the booth. So, welcome to Magic the Gathering, the show. My name is John. I'm in the show, and I'm also hosting the show tonight. Let's get to know you all a little bit. Round of applause if you know what Magic the Gathering is. Ah, fantastic. This show is for you. Round of applause if you don't know what Magic the Gathering is. Yeah. Welcome. Yeah. Terrific. This show is for everyone, whether they know what Magic the Gathering is or not. This is a fantasy long-form improv show. So what you're going to watch is a fantasy-inspired play that we are going to make up in front of you. Magic the Gathering is a card game. Most of you have probably played it based on the applause. And for those of you who have maybe not played it, the way the card game works is each of two players gets to play a mighty wizard that has all kinds of magical spells at their disposal. They're called planeswalkers because they walk across the planes of existence, often wearing cool robes, and doing really interesting stuff when they get there. We are going to put together a show for you in which two planeswalkers will do battle. So that sounds pretty good, huh? Yeah! Terrific. So let's get to it. There are, actually, one other thing before we do. Round of applause if you happen to bring any magic cards with you today.
Oh, we have one.
One is enough. Thank you very much. So if you happen to have magic cards and at any point in the show you hear the word "the far away," just get the magic cards out. Don't worry about it. So we need a couple of things to create the show. First and foremost, in this format, we need a kind of a mana color for each of the planeswalkers. Would you mind drawing one of these cards? Anyone at all? And let's see it. Perfect. Planes. Ooh. So planes, that gives white mana. The planes are about order and big cities and farmland and people wearing long tabards and armor and looking at you surly-like. It's very, very interesting. If you hear bells in the distance, that's what white mana is. Cool. And there it went. Would you mind drawing another one? Thank you so much. Swamp. Perfect. We have plains and we have swamp. Swamp gives black mana. Black mana is about rebirth. It's about decay and then rebirth. Sometimes there are bats, scary bats, and sometimes they turn into vampires, but not always. There may be weird smells, but those weird smells are just nature healing. So we've got white mana, we've got black mana. This is perfect. We also need a couple of opposites. Those opposites will inspire the conflict between the two planeswalkers. So the opposites could be really, really big and profound, like love and hate, or really, really small, like lasagna and empty tray where lasagna once was. So just think about a cool opposite, and on the count of three, shout it out, and everyone over there is going to listen to. 1, 2, 3.
Athlete and couch potato.
What was that?
Athlete and couch potato.
Perfect. Athlete and couch potato. So we have white mana and black mana. We have athlete and couch potato. And now, of course, we have Magic the Gathering, the show, the introductions.
His name is Bog. Enriched.
Bog. Enriched. Bog has a college degree.
Bog reads and reads and reads.
Bog is very precise about the exact balance of mineral intake that he consumes every single day.
And he's done.
Bog is off-putting.
Bog knows exactly when you're going to die, and he doesn't tell you the first time he meets you, but he does tell you.
But it's just kind of a random number inserted into conversation, not necessarily decipherable to the person hearing it.
Bog likes parties, but only if they're in his swamp.
Bog's spark awoke when he told one of his parents how they would die and when they would die when they were trying to host a party.
And the answer was during the party.
And he was right.
Bob will always tell you when you are going to leave his party.
Bog's followers celebrate taking their time with things, brewing tea, and leafing through old tomes.
Bog's followers know that they are not popular except to other Bog's followers. But that's why there are more than one follower, so they can be friends with each other and go to each other's parties.
They're really a clique.
Days that it's just lightly raining outside, those are Bog's favorite days.
We call them Bog days.
Bog
Bog
days.
days.
Bog days.
His
His name is Bog.
Enriched.
His name is Graylar, of the common folk.
Graylar of the common folk.
Sure, he's of the common folk, but he's also a 1.5 feet taller than common folk.
Sure, he's of the common folk, but he can bench 3 times what any of the common folk can bench.
He could bench 3 common folk.
Common folk can throw rocks. He can throw boulders.
Greylock is very popular. He is the opposite of off-putting. He's on-putting.
Bog's followers will often do, your followers will often do, will often do, it's okay, thank you, oh my God. I'm so nervous before, but I was just going to say that his followers would do anything to get his approval because he's so cool and nice. Have you seen him? Have you met him? He's like really nice.
One time I climbed up to the top of the bell tower and shouted his name. Yeah, then I fell and broke my arm.
Oh my God, did you meet him?
No!
Oh my God, it's still worth it.
No, definitely.
A Greylock pilgrimage isn't a journey to a certain place. It's just running as far as you can.
Greylock's spark awoke when, as a small baby, mere 3 days old, he foisted himself over the edge of his crib and landed perfectly on his tiptoes.
10.
10!
Shouted all of his parents.
Greylock has 7 parents.
They all love him very much.
And they're all competing to see who he loves most.
Greylock is not the best at anything, but he is great at everything.
Greylock invented the septathlon, and he wins every time.
It's not just about the one event.
It's about the 7 events.
7 events.
But what's important is that it never gets to his head.
His name is Greylock,
of
the common folk.
His name is Bog, Enriched.
And this is Magic the Gathering, the show, the beginning.
I didn't think we were going to get out of there alive.
That's the thing, Bog. A positive mindset. That and being preternaturally tall and good at things will get you out of just about anything. Ah! What a day. What a year. What an era.
I don't know. It was dry there. It was dry there, Greylock. Sure. We liberated yet another plane.
Mm-hmm.
But what have we done? What have I done for this one? Look at all the little frogs in my bog. They missed me.
Bog, this is one of the things I like about you, and simultaneously a challenge. You are so well read, but you're constantly thinking about all the tomes and all the libraries you haven't read. Take it one book at a time.
They call out to me, though. Each and every one. Like how you haven't read me yet. Do you not like me?
Read me.
Huh.
Read me.
I'm gonna.
Read me.
Oh, you're getting damp. Oh.
Read me. Read me.
Read me. Read me. Read me.
hear that. Okay. Sorry.
It's just you and me right now. And perhaps some wonderful and well-meaning people from the far. There we go. I'm gonna teach you how to work, to live, to be for yourself once in a while.
No, 26. Sorry.
Don't be. It is in your nature, as it is in my nature to surpass. We'll see how true 26 is. Come, have a seat. You know I have 7 parents, right? And I love them all equally and dearly. But they all compete. They all compete for my attention, for my approval. And it's odd for a son to tell a parent, let alone 7. This is not why you exist. This is not why we exist, to seek approval. We should just be and be fantastic. I mean, it comes naturally, of course, but even if it didn't, that's just the essence of what we are. We're demons. We should just be who we are.
But when I do that, people find it off-putting.
I think the question I would like to answer here at this slate is how much does that matter?
I think it matters a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, we can't break out of who we are and what we are and just be anything other than ourselves. And I postulate that that's terrible. You've never been me, Greylock.
Nor would I want to be.
Exactly!
That came out kind of harsh. What I mean is, I would never want to be anybody but who I am. A simple, common, 8-foot-tall, very well-rounded athlete that wins awards for events that I myself created. But, you know, no, that's who I am. Who are you, Bog? I want to find out who you are.
You want?
I
It
just
hasn't gone well for other people who've tried.
Other people aren't me. I'll take the first turn. I like to lead by example. I'll place a planes into my control, giving me 3, because of course we start with 2. It's good to start with a leg up.
Okay.
And yes, I believe I will start by gaining some of that insight I liked so much. I will tap all 3 of my planes, giving me 3 white mana. With that, I will play Elite Spellbinder. A human cleric, 3 power, 1 toughness, flying, and when he enters the battlefield, I get to look at target opponent's hand.
That makes one of us.
I may exile a non-land card from it. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it. A spell cast this way costs 2 more to cast. You have a fantastic collection of dark and freakish creatures here.
Thank you.
Thieves' tools. That's a little dishonest, but I get it. I think this is funny, so I'm going to exile your Dark Ritual spell. You can still cast it, but it will cost you 3 mana total to do it, for the benefit of adding 3 mana to your mana pool. Someone give me it. Thanks. It's so tall, it's hard to reach down. Thank you so much, There we go.
Thank you. You summoned an elite spellbinder. You should keep it.
Yeah, I forgot it's a creature, not an enchantment. It should be over on this side.
It just does so much. It's so well-rounded.
I'm not a huge fan of the fact that Elite is in the title, but Well,
So it is written.
it is written, so let it be done. In summation, human cleric, elite spellbinder, 3 power, 1 toughness, flying, and has exiled your dark ritual spell.
Making it more difficult. Okay.
We see an obstacle course, fantastic in its size. Hoops, rings strung throughout the air, pits to crawl through deep underground, all sorts of tricks and traps.
For Greylock, I will defeat this course. Here I go. Whoosh.
We hear in the distance a crowd going wild at this amazing feat.
Just 4 more to go!
Well done.
I am the best at this, am I not?
You are the only one who has attempted, and therefore you are the best. Magnificent job.
Is this true? Do I live amongst a society of cowards who will not try the same courses that I have just defeated?
No one dares attempt such dangerous, dangerous acts.
I'll give it a shot.
Oh,
Hey! Excuse me.
back
Here
into
we
working
go.
condition. Fantastic! A second competitor. This is unprecedented. You know, our champion has won uncontested the last 5 years in a row going through this obstacle course. But you, what is your name?
Me?
Yes?
Blarg.
Larg.
Thanks for having me. Blarg, may I just say that it's an honor to finally have an opponent. Wow. And a competitor. And someone else who will do this course. I'll give it a shot. You will die if you lose. What? Excuse me.
You have 3 seconds.
I did.
3.
Oh, wait.
2,
I don't know about the death.
1.
Okay.
Go!
Whoa. Oh, jeez. That was a lucky one. Guess I made it through. Oh, jeez. What am I supposed to do over here? I guess I'll just try a couple things. Whoops. Oh, that was another lucky little moment for me. Uh-oh. I guess I'll just figure out how to do this one. Oh, no. I'm messing up all over the place. Oh, guess I'm not dead yet. Oh, no. This thing. This is the part that really scares me. I guess I'll just have to stumble on through. Whoopsie. Still alive, I say? Oh my goodness. One more obstacle. Hold on. Do I just walk through it? If it hits me, I die?
Blarg,
Yes.
break the neck, Blarg.
Break the neck. I'm counting on you. Thanks for the help, buddy.
Magnificent work! And a faster time than our here champion.
Really?
It appears as though we have ourselves a newly crowned elite warrior.
Well, I wasn't expecting this. But
Magnificent.
thanks.
Magnificent work.
So hey, what's something like this go for at the pawn shop?
I wouldn't know.
You must not give it up. Why? I really need the money. Money is no obstacle for you now. You are now a champion. You may go from village to village and they will give you fruit. And well, the fruit is what I was going to use the money for, so I guess I'm covered. I'm just glad to finally meet a true and worthy opponent to continue to chase after. These last few years have been so empty without someone of your stature inhabiting my thoughts, dreams. How must I defeat her? Now I have purpose.
No.
Now I know who I must destroy. Thank you so much, Blarg. It's been truly a pleasure. I look forward to defeating you later. This is for me?
Yeah, magic shoes.
Thanks.
You can fly now.
Well, that's a nice perk.
People will point and say, gotta be the shoes.
Did you
But-
hear that the old champion said they were going to kill me?
Oh yeah, that's usually what old champions say.
Oh, but it never happens. Oh,
I'm so glad you came to Bog's Landing.
me too.
Yes, please come in. No, you can leave the shoes on. They're very, very fetching.
Oh, thanks.
I'm just working on a very important spell for my master.
Do you have any fruit? I don't.
Of course I have
Oh.
fruit. I am a good host.
I don't mean to be a stickler, but I'm supposed to have fruit
It's
when
a
I
dragon
arrive.
fruit.
Thanks.
They grow well here.
Thank you. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Now that I have my fruit, please tell me about the important plot point you were talking about.
Well, I am an undergraduate student at the University of Bog, and I'm just trying to unlock energy for free.
Whoa.
Yeah, usually you have to destroy and then just get a fraction of the energy and use that. Where I wanted the opposite, where you destroy, but you get more out of it.
Sounds pretty good.
Yes,
Can I touch it?
sure.
Whoa.
Blam.
Oops.
Oh no!
Sorry. That,
You blammed it into two!
I'm so sorry.
This is now in two!
I just.
This is going to cost at least 2 more units to cast!
I'm really sorry. That tends to happen to me a lot. Sometimes it works out for the better, sometimes not so much. So thank you for the fruit.
I feel obligated here. You are floating in my home.
Okay. Bye!
That happens sometimes when you demonstrate your greatness. The plot just sort of follows you around, so to speak.
I remember when we were on all the different planes fighting. I saw that happen. Things just sort of worked out. You believed in yourself instead of having to obsessively study to make it.
That's why
happen.
I like working with you so
You
much,
much.
Bob.
Yes.
You give purpose, and I get results.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to brag about it or anything. It's just it really works out. Think of all the good that we've done. But enough of that. About that. About you.
Well,
Read me.
Read me.
Read me. Brew some tea and read me.
oh,
Light a candle and read me.
my obsession, purpose, hobbies are more singular. Things haven't always worked out for me the way that I want them to. An example! I'll show you. This is one of my earliest friends. The first person, thing to live in my swamp with me. I'm gonna tap 3 mana and summon the Woe Strider. Horror. That's the type of thing it is. When it enters the battlefield, it brings a goat. The goat is 0/1. It's a goat.
Nothing wrong with playing
And
goat.
anytime I can sacrifice a creature to look into the future. It's never fun. Also, if it dies, it comes back. So
Does it bring the goat with it each time?
no. Yes. 3 power, 2 toughness.
I find myself wondering what the life of the goat is like.
Good news! We get to see!
Fantastic. In summation,
I summoned the Woe Strider. Someone who's been a very formative companion.
someone who's been with you through thick and thicker,
And a goat.
and a goat. So let it be written.
Done! Let it be done.
I'm sorry, girl. We're gonna miss you. We're gonna sell you at the market. I know. I'm so sorry. It's hard being a farmer sometimes. I know he looks like the most evil man you've ever seen. But I've got to sell you to him so we can eat on the farm. I know. Wow, you're so evil looking.
He's got a mop of evil hair.
The mustache curls from his malice.
The shoulder pads enlarge his shoulders.
Steel toe boots.
And look at that cape.
Wow, you don't really lean away from it, do you? You're...
Fair price.
The smoke comes out of his nose.
Sir, I must ask, is there any promise you can make regarding the welfare of our dear and beloved goat? Maybe just a family, a nice bed, anything that the goat, I could tell the goat before I leave. Oh, look, you've made a friend. Oh, well, that was a lot easier than I thought.
Rest assured, every goat under my charge has a wonderful life until the very, very end. Then it's awful.
Lightning flashes.
I really hate coming to market sometimes.
Would you like to buy any beans?
Goodbye, Carl. See you when I need another goat. Come! Time to share horrible information with you.
It's best not to think about what he does with them.
He told me bedtime stories as a youth.
Did he kill a goat each time?
Yes!
And that's why your life flashes before your eyes when you die. Because your brain's constantly trying to solve the problem of death, which it cannot. Good night.
I'm sleepy now.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I want to be real clear, I don't own a bed. That's just how I sleep.
I can see how it would motivate you to get up in the era and liberate another plane. Anyway, I will untap my lands, draw the top card of my library. A lot of words here, I'll get to that later. I will put in my control a fourth planes, and I think I'd like to teach a lesson about self-improvement. It's difficult for me, I'll admit, because everything has come so naturally, and I try and stay humble about it. But Flarg has inspired me, and I in turn would like to inspire Flarg. I'm going to send her on a bit of a quest where she will meet some of the greatest protectors of a plane we visited a long time ago. I will tap all 4 of my planes, and some of the high sentinels of Arasheen, bird soldier creatures. They also fly, 3 power, 4 toughness, and whenever a +1/+1 counter is put on another creature, they also get +1 power, +1 toughness. They're also capable of training as well. If I pay 4 white mana, well, 1 white mana and 3 colorless, for those keeping track, I can put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature. I think the Sentinels of Arasheen have a lot to teach dear Flarg. I will also attack with Flarg. It is flying, so...
Not even my goat can stop me.
No, not at the moment, but keep dreaming. Dealing you 3 damage, bringing your life total from 20 to 17.
The number for me makes more sense.
It's okay, you don't have to know. In summation, I summon the High Sentinels of Arasheen, 3 power, 4 toughness, bird soldiers, and I attacked you with Flarg, my elite spellbinder, bringing your life total from 20 to 17.
I look forward to the lesson.
Oh, I once had a hole in my shoe-doo-doo-doo, and that's the whoa!
Young one.
How the heck did I get? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm just hello, just passing through.
Giant Wings cool hat. Giant Wings cool hat. Giant Wings cool hat.
I like your giant wings and cool hats. Sorry, I was just passing by.
We see that.
Sometimes these shoes get away from me, and
Would you like
one of them got
a lesson in flight?
Is this... Sorry. I have to ask. I've gotten myself in this situation before. Is this the kind of lesson that comes with sort of a price I have to pay in a really specific way, and I'm not going to know it till after I learn the lesson?
This is not formalized training. That costs 4 white mana. No, this is just because we don't like to see things that fly clumsily.
Indeed, yes. And my dear, you fly very clumsily.
That's a little rude.
It's disrespectful of our skies, which I would call a little rude.
Oh. Maybe we went to different schools. But okay, I'd like to learn how to fly better because I keep getting a thing where I topple over myself and sometimes I fall out of the sky. And
We've
other times
observed it happen at least 17 times
Oh.
in the past 24 hours.
Yes, okay, then
We
you
have
see what I'm
towers
saying.
all over.
All right, well then teach me how to fly.
Lesson 1, tie them.
Oh.
Not together,
Oh.
separately.
Tie them.
Just loop-de-loop and pull.
Okay. And I know how to do this.
Okay.
Sorry.
So put it in a loop like that.
I didn't have
And then-
laces before this.
Like that.
Okay.
And then you can pretend that this is a little bunny.
Bunny?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it goes in the hole.
And the hole.
And then you.
And then you pull. Hey, let me try it. Yeah, put it around. Put it in.
Okay.
Several weeks later, she's much improved.
In the bunny and pull. Ha-ha!
That was so good. I didn't think anyone could learn that. No one. I read it in a book, but I just wear slip-ons. 2. Shh, damn it. Sorry. Don't forget I said anything.
Do you feel unsettled?
Yes, quite.
I feel off-put.
Yes, quite.
Creature, we have spent the last many days in each other's company.
Yes. I've grown quite fond of you.
We will now set you free upon the skies.
Oh.
Farewell.
Time to go?
You're ready.
Wait. You've taught me so much. How to tie my shoes.
A
How
cool
to-
hat emerges.
How to wear a cool hat. How to stay in the sky when I go into the sky. Can't I do something for you? Something that would make you feel better? Something that would...
You know what? That off-putting guy?
Yeah?
I don't know. You want him to go mess up his pots and pans or something?
Yeah, I'll take them all out of his cabinets and put them all back in a different place.
Sure, literally works. Yep.
Is that what you meant?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Woo! Okay, here we go. This is so exciting. For everyone to watch. Putting them back in the other place. They'll never see it coming. Woo!
Master, I was trying to make tea, and the teapot isn't there. Give up. Yes, Master.
So thirsty.
Read me.
Read me, I'm behind the other shelf now.
I'm having a conversation.
Put on a nice blanket and read me.
Oh,
The
that
blanket
sounds
is
so
in the
good.
other couch now.
Skip me. You don't have to read all of me.
It's quite all right. I have a question. How do you feel about being off-putting?
Oh,
Do you like it? as
Don't
part of
like
your-
it.
You don't like it.
yeah. I don't like any of this. That's why I go with you and liberate planes, because I don't want anyone to be like me. Also, I'm so sorry. I remembered the high
Sentinels of Arashi.
Yeah, I remember. I met them, and I talked to them, which unfortunately means they are going to meet an inevitable end. It's an enchantment. I cast it a lot of times when I talk. Enchanted creature has at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. This doesn't have to be them.
Right, inevitable end, but not necessarily.
Well, it'll eventually be.
No, eventually, yes.
When you run out of everything else and you're completely alone except for the wailing calls of the books that you haven't read yet. Hypothetically, it's a thing I may have thought about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a lot.
Well, everything comes for us all eventually, right? Inevitable end is actually, doesn't even have to be a spell, right? It comes, this just is a little more sudden.
Yeah. Also,
In respect.
good friend, old friend, may I see the goat? Could you tell me a quick story that I can see the future and get some rest?
Of course.
Oh
See that mountain in the distance?
no! Of course.
There will be a great volcanic eruption not too far from now. It will spit out all sorts of energies. Terrible energies. But energies to be harnessed. You are the only person that now knows when that mountain will sunder.
Okay. Good.
That's a lot of goats.
Sorry, why don't you take your turn? I'm getting very tired. That was pretty soothing.
But very well.
Everything burns in fire then.
I do want to obey the old rules. Untap, upkeep, before I draw. Sages?
Is inevitable.
Sages.
What? What?
I have two questions.
Yes.
One, can I use a creature's ability before completing the upkeep step, or do I have to get to my draw? Do I have to do that?
Yeah,
during my
it goes on the stack.
It goes in the stack.
It goes on the, so it goes on the, can I put
You
on
can
the
do it in
stack?
response.
To your.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Second question. When Flard came into play, exiled a spell, right? And that card is in exile. It says nothing about while elite. What I'm getting at is,
It's just gone.
so like if the elite spellbinder dies, does the card still exile?
Oh yeah, it's still got flair.
Still
It's all the way. Okay, that helps inform my decision. Thank you, sages.
Ah.
No tip.
Always
Yep.
remember. Yeah, always remember to be to believe in
I'll
yourself.
take.
Your knowledge
You don't have any white mana. No
No,
colorless.
is. Actually, I am going to play a colorless mana generating land into play, but it's coming into play tap. You taught me that. Sages of the old ways.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I'm just a regular common folk who's like 8 foot tall and could walk at the age of 3 days.
So no temp.
Okay, when you wake up, I'm going to, oh right, I need to sacrifice something.
No matter how choice you make, you will bring sorrow.
I'm going to sacrifice the high sentinels of Arasheen. It is unfortunate, but, well, negativity has no place when we're trying to better ourselves. So, rather than go through the loop of having things sacrificed, the high sentinels of Arasheen will take it upon themselves to end themselves. Seems like a reasonable play. No, I'm the god here. That's fine. Totally fine. I will put in my control a gargoyle castle. I can tap it to add 1 colorless mana to my mana pool, or I can pay 5 colorless, tap and sacrifice it, and put a 3 power, 4 toughness gargoyle artifact creature token with flying onto the battlefield. That'll be fun. Comes into play tapped. With my 4 mana, I'll play 2 white and 2 regular. It's gonna be a little mean. To summon Inspiring Unicorn! It's a hell of a bedtime story. 2 power, 2 toughness unicorn, and whenever Inspiring Unicorn attacks, creatures you control gain +1/+1 until end of turn, which would have been really smooth with the high sentinels with a sort of dovetailing thing. But of course, you know, death comes for us all eventually.
Please summarize.
I put into play sacrificed the high sentinels of Arasheen, put in a gargoyle castle, played an Inspiring Unicorn, and attacked with the elite spellbinder, bringing your life total from 17 to 14. So let it be written.
Mom, look what I found dead on the ground. It's a big bird. It fell from the sky.
Oh my God.
It has a nice hat.
Oh
Mom,
no!
look, another big bird. It fell from the sky. It also has a nice hat.
Don't
Mom.
look. There's always a third.
Mama,
Yes?
did I do that?
No, darling. The gods did that.
Oh,
With their card games.
bye, birds.
Goodbye, birds.
I love you.
There was a unicorn.
I just think it's time for us to find our own place. You know, we've been together for months, and I'd like to start a family, and I just want a nice, cozy home that I can raise our children in.
Okay.
Have normal wants and needs.
Okay. Knock, 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 knock.
Just a moment.
Hi, Clarissa?
That is my name.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your father has passed and bequeathed his castle to you.
Oh, that's very sad, and also solves a problem. But mostly sad. I'm sad.
Things seem to work out for me.
Thank you so much, Messenger.
You'll be greatly missed.
Let me give you a tip. Always look twice before crossing the road. Have you been to Daddy's castle before?
I don't think I have.
Oh,
I was mostly afraid that as a common folk that I might get killed if we were seen together.
That's true. But now he's dead, and he would have killed you. But he's dead, and
We can
Mother's...
move in together. I feel fine about it now.
Great. I should warn you. It might be spookier than you have otherwise predicted.
No,
I see
I'll be
Daddy's
fine.
castle. Clarissa!
Yes, house.
You better keep me clean!
I will, house. I will wash your floors every night and clean your windows every day. Or someone shall do it. I shall pay for servants.
It shall be clean.
You'll always be clean. I would never leave you a dirty house. I love you, house.
Good.
You looked after me when my parents did rich people things.
Good.
Now, house, I'd like you to be introduced to my commoner folk husband.
You did not ask my permission.
I'm sorry, I do not know the ways of houses, but he's quite nice, and he will also...
Hi. My name is
Don't put your hand
Theodore.
down. It's so offensive.
I cannot move my hands.
Don't remind her that she has no hands. She has a house.
I just assumed that you pet it or something.
Just follow my lead.
Pets! Pets!
No, no pets, no pets, no pets.
You're gonna have pets!
We have no pets. I'm allergic to everything but him.
Me too.
Good. Children?
If they happen, we will take care of them, and we will not leave them alone for you to...
Take care of like your parents did you?
Exactly.
We won't be anything like our parents.
What were your parents like?
Mostly not there. They died of plague.
All right.
Common folk.
All right. Get in here.
All right, thank you. It's going to be strange. It's wet inside.
Going good. Oh.
I'm sorry, it's the unicorn!
Inspiring Unicorn, I have a question.
Oh, go ahead, of course.
I'm unsure about how to ask my boss for a raise, even though I do good work.
You don't ask, you just take it.
Thank you, Unicorn!
Oh, yes, over here.
Inspiring unicorn. Some days I think, why should I even get out of bed? Why am I alive at all? Why have the gods put me here? Thoughts?
Because you are yourself, and that's all you need to be. And in fact, one day, if you wanted to be a unicorn yourself, you could be, and that's all that you need. Keep going.
Thank you so much.
You're so
Oh, yes. Question. I just want to say that I've read all of your books and they're the best.
Oh, thank you for your support. I do it for you, and you do it for me.
I have a question.
Of course. Just a commoner to a commoner.
Of course. I have this friend. No, really, it is a friend. It's not me. He doesn't like who he is. And it's hard for him to change because his essence is made up of the belief of people, and that's what gives him strength, right? And he can't just flick a switch and change. He has immense power, but he can't do that. And I don't know how to help him. I had 7 parents, but for as long as I can remember, they were always asking me to teach them things. I don't know what it's like to be a parent, to be a guide. Things just come naturally to me, and it's great. It's really worked out. How do I help? How do I do what you do?
Sometimes you don't lead. You don't guide. You just love. You just see your friend, your parent for who they are. You look through the discomfort. And
It's
you
all in
let
her
them
fourth
lead
book.
themselves. I know that's not the answer that you want.
It's the right answer. I think I feels like the right answer, and that's the only answer that we need. Thank you so much.
Whoa, oh, wow!
Goodbye, everyone.
Oh God! I had the worst dream. I dreamt you got to meet Clarabelle, the inspiring unicorn, and I missed it.
Yeah, well, that's not what happened at all. No, I just...
Thank God, because I've read every one of her books.
Including the 4th one?
No, the 4th one I haven't gotten to yet.
Once, read me.
I hear you, 4th book! It hurts to think about Clarabelle, she believes you can just change, that you can be different. You can just be whoever you want. You can even be a unicorn. I want, Greylock, I want to believe. So I will pay 3 mana and beseech the queen. Clarabelle, please. I can search my library for any card. Can you help me figure out what card would be the right one for this situation? Oh, yes, of course. Thank you.
It's inside of you.
Thank you.
You got this!
She showed me it was inside of me all along. Yes! I've learned a lesson. And I took you the Woe Strider.
Very well. I'm excited to meet this Woe Strider. One common folk to another uncommon folk. That'll bring my life total from 20 to 17. I think that goat might be dead.
Oh, yes! What a wonderful lesson I'm learning.
You're gonna tell him a story?
Uh-huh.
Is it gonna be a good one?
I brought you a carcass.
We see it's one of the 7 parents.
Anastasia.
I was sent here to speak to you, and I didn't want to show up empty-handed. And usually I have found that the best gift is a carcass. There we are.
Son, do you love me more now? Now that one of us is dead, does your love for me grow?
Son, I had no idea this was happening. Do you love me more that I didn't do this or cause this to happen?
Son, I promise I would never do that to any of your parents. But you love me a little bit more, right?
Son, I would do it if you asked me, but I didn't do this one. Do you love me the most?
I mean, I've killed for you, but I've never put the dead person in front of you like this. Do you love me most?
I would like to clarify that I technically did not put this dead person in front of you either. Thank you, Marissa.
Thank you, Fran.
Son,
Son?
is the
Fran?
slice of my pie a little bit larger?
Son, I am a voice in your head. You love me because I'm dead, right?
Sometimes it's good to just take some time to oneself to think. And when you're a god, that time can last an eon if you want it.
I'm outside the stream of time right now, aren't I?
Indeed. I wanted to express, not necessarily my thanks. I know your black and coiled heart was in the right place or just in the general vicinity to send a gift. I suppose I could give you something similar.
All right, but that's not why I gave you the gift.
Why did you give me the gift?
I gave you the gift because I was told to by my master. He thought it would be good for you, and he thought it would be important for you to see that sometimes life isn't perfect no matter what you do.
At least he's trying to be an educator. And now let me reciprocate. 11.
I need to kill a goat and confirm, but that sounds about right to me.
Please,
But you love me
Clarissa,
more, right?
Fran, Bob, Jones, Anastasia. We may be common folk, but there are certain truths that we know, right? Love isn't a transient thing. It's not proportioned. Right? We feel that way sometimes because our time is limited. The time we get to spend with each other is limited.
Easy for you to say.
You just went outside time, didn't you?
That's what that smell is.
My watch is 26 minutes behind yours.
But you bought her a watch?
We made it out of stone. It's a sundial. We're common people. And I turned the sun, yes.
I never got a son. Just watch for my son.
I don't love you anymore.
What?
Or anymore. Let me finish a sentence, Bob!
How can anyone love you when you can't listen to a full sentence, Bob?
Shh. That's better. I don't love you any more or less than I ever did before or after this happened. What you take from this is not how much we love, but how little time we have to show that love. I'm sorry I can't be in all places, all at once. I know it seems like I should be able to. But it's not about a hierarchy. It's not about winning love. It's about loving when.
Did you give us a big speech while we were out of time?
It was a mute spell. You
all
heard
the
me.
So bad in here.
We have a funeral to prepare.
Come on, Anastasia.
And I have a lesson to teach.
Thank you, son.
I'll see you for fathers and mothers and second mothers and uncles and well-meaning wishers day, right?
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, son.
A tough lesson, but I see why you wanted to teach it.
Good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's the only lesson I have.
I know. I'll untap my creatures, my mana. I'll draw the top card of my library. I will play a 5th Plains. I'm going to tap 2 mana, and I'm going to play a spell that I hope will be best for both of us. Your Woe Strider has this lessons it can teach, but I think maybe it needs to see a different perspective. I cast Trapped in the Tower. Enchanted creature without flying cannot attack or block, and its activated abilities cannot be activated. It'd be tough to get the goats up those stairs, so no scrying for it. For now.
A life without the Woe Strider constantly whispering horrible truths in my ear? Sounds frightening.
Sometimes we have to step away from the people who raised us, who we also, contradictorily, are raising ourselves.
I think I understand that lesson. Great.
Fantastic. I'm also going to attack with the Inspiring Unicorn and the Elite Spellbinder, since the Inspiring Unicorn is attacking, creatures that are attacking get, all creatures, get +1/+1 until end of turn. So, Inspiring Unicorn is a 3/3, Elite Spellbinder is a 4/2, that's a total of 7 damage, and you are at,
6.
Books, can you tell me?
Ish.
Then you're at 14. Sound right? I attacked you twice with the Elite Spellbinder.
Now I'm, yes.
Yeah, so now you are at 7. 14 minus 7 is...
Yes.
To summarize, I trapped your Woe Strider in a tower and attacked with the Inspiring Unicorn and Elite Spellbinder, Flarg. He has a name. Bring your life total to 7.
Clarabelle also has a name.
Clarabelle also, yes, thank you for that. Clarabelle has a name. It's Clarabelle. She was very helpful to both of us.
Mommy, I found someone. He said he could tell me all sorts of stories. Can you bring me back to house? So he can help me sleep at night?
Daughter, may I have a small sidebar with you?
What is it, Mommy?
If it's about what I eat, it's only scraps.
Please, you will not go in the main house. You will go in where I once put your father. Do you understand?
Daddy's tower.
Yes, that's what we call it, Daddy's Tower.
Okay.
He is welcome in Daddy's Tower.
Does that mean I can go in Daddy's tower?
You may never go into Daddy's Tower. It is only for daddies and men with goats.
You won't let me keep the birds, and you won't let me go in Daddy's tower.
One day you'll understand that the world is full of horrors. Right now, you're just too young.
You can shout me the stories from the top of the tower, and I will still listen.
Sounds great. The hills will echo with my horrendous knowledge.
Horrendous knowledge.
Horrendous knowledge. Horrendous knowledge.
So you're telling me that I can just make a decision?
That is correct.
And then stick by it?
Stick by it.
I've never
Be
done that
strong.
before.
Be confident.
Be strong.
Be confident. Be strong.
Be strong. Okay.
You got this.
I'll give it a shot.
I believe in you, and I'll be here every step of the way.
Who should I practice on, Clarabelle? Who should I practice on? Practice making a decision and sticking to it and being strong and confident.
Turn around.
We see a huge, long cabinet filled with thousands upon thousands of tea kettles, plates, bowls, and tchotchkes.
Well, follow your heart.
I don't understand. I already mixed up these cabinets because somebody else told me to. Is that the lesson? That I shouldn't just listen to some man in the sky because he has a cool hat?
Exactly. But think back. Whose idea was that really? It was yours.
Was my... are you sure? Because
I am
think
sure.
It was
your idea.
my idea to mix up the cabinet.
It was your idea.
So now you brought me back to the cabinet so I can... What's the
Finish the
decision
job.
you want me to make? Tell me what decision to make so I can make it.
I can't tell you.
That's infuriating. Okay.
Thus is the life of making your own decisions.
This is confusing advice. Okay, I'm gonna mix up the cabinet even more than I did before.
That sounds like you're asking me and not deciding.
You know what? No, Clarabelle, you've got it all wrong. I like order. I like things in proper places. I just remembered I know when I'm gonna die. I mean, I like to read books.
Read me.
Read
Read
me.
me.
Read me. Read me.
Read me.
Read
Clarabelle,
me.
I like to read books and I like to sit in blankets and I like to drink tea and I like my cabinets to be
Read me.
organized. I like everything in their places before I got mixed up in all this. Before I stumbled my way through this obstacle course and became this elite character I never wanted to be. Oh my God.
I've been so many different things. I can't change.
The cabinet. It's beautiful. It's organized.
Read me.
Her name is Bach.
Enriched?
Make me a cup of tea.
Bach.
Enriched.
Enriched.
Today.
Wow, you're a little off-putting.
I've heard that before.
Was she making that up the whole time? Hello, Bob.
Hello.
It's good to see you. Again. For the first time. I'm Greylock. Of the Comet.
Greylock. You seem so confident, strong. Someone once wanted me to be like that.
Yeah, it's a shame when someone wants you to be something that maybe you're not. We should always be who we are. And there's so many planes out there that people don't let other people be who they are.
I was a place like that once.
Yeah?
Do you like tea?
I love tea.
It takes a very long time to steep.
26 minutes, give or take?
Oh. Give or take.
Bog, have you ever wanted to change planes, other worlds that you felt were wrong?
I don't think I could change other planes any more than I could change myself. Cheers.
That's hot and bitter. But it's good. And this is Magic the Gathering, the show, the end!
Thank you so much for coming to Magic the Gathering, the show. The audience, yay! So we are delighted to be coming back to Union Comedy in March. If you liked what you saw, tell your friends. Heck, tell your enemies too, and follow us on Facebook at Magic Laughs. We will post when our next shows are, but they will be in March. Thank you so much. And also, if you like what you see here, go to unioncomedy.com and see all of the myriad of fine shows that this fine theater puts up. Thank you again, and we will see you soon.
Oh, that's horrifying. Oh my god. It has a card. It's called Escape. That's really good. It's confusing.
Yeah. Horrible troops walking around. I'm doing the same. I'm scared. Bye, everybody. Great. Good work. Bye, everybody. I gotta go. Bye, everybody. It's really good. You can show.
Oh boy.